Okay. Where is everyone? Did I miss something? Like, no. Yeah, we had a bunch of buys on the initial London pop up. We've maintained around the 800 and 775 region. There's a couple 200 lots that bought on the pop up after London. Whether they are buying a dip or absorption candidates, time will tell. The volume point of control is not super pronounced, but it's right at that 775 region. Fibonacci. What's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a guy that I was following at some point where he would take the measurement of the candle and then drag it up to the, so you'd have a pop, and then you have a consolidation, then another pop, and then the pop is always the same distance as the first pop. So he would just measure the candle and then drag it here. Like, I'll just show you what he did on TradingView. He'd just draw like a trend line, and then you just take the trend line and then move it to the consolidation, and then it'll tell you like, okay, it's going up to 880 or whatever. Like, I just measured the initial pop in London, drag it over to the consolidation, and it says, okay, if it continues, we're going to go up that same amount. So it's like whatever the first impulse pop is going to repeat. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but like the impulse that we pop is always going to be the repeating impulse size, like the length of it is going to be the same. Right. $69.90. That's like the previous day range bound, or before we dropped. As of this moment, though, there's no static orders on Bookmap, but the executed orders of the 200 lots times 2, 400 at the 800, 775. Those are the only current players. Hey, what's up, Bo? Yeah. All right. Catch you later, man. Four minutes. We'll see where this goes. Nice, we got it. Okay. Save and see what's up. I think so. Woke. I'll have to check it after open or after I finish streaming, but I think so. Minute and some change. And fireworks start in 5. Yo, it's like, what do you think you're doing? Yeah, we have. Getting some 100 lots interest here of seller at 750 and 745. We just swept down beneath the point of control. Another 100 lot just entered at 739, and they jittered off of that guy. Could be some seller exhaustion. There is a buyer that bought at 766 on the way down. Buyers won't regain strength till it comes back above that. But I'm in it for that, for just on a light little idea. All the sellers are in control. Yeah, I got stopped on that idea of the seller exhaustion, so we just swept a 600 lot of sellers on that push down there. Yeah, I just took it too. I saw some buyer of a 89 and a 49 lot, and I just kind of, it was a really short scalp. I took one off, and the one's trailing now. Just got hit on the trailing. Made up for the loss. We did hit that 1,000 tick volume imbalance that we created on the London pop. So we'll see how we went right through it. I was running my like 44 tick stop loss, so it's like just either gives me the initial and then I'm out kind of thing because I'm not sure today. Yeah, that is true. going to try to see some other context here. So we're down into some December points of control, but other than that, what is this? It's a pretty bearish 10-minute candle. Sweep to the London low. Let's see if we go inside the You just had a 351 buyer at 680. Wow. Somebody closed a partial and or bought a significant amount. Damn. That was quite the jitter to the downside. You just took about 1,000 in sell side there. You just had another 116 lot seller at 635 just enter. That was definitely a short adding there. We'll see how it handles. 635. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some more sell side hit, 120 lot at 615. Another lot at 604 just entered. A lot of sellers. I took that long, just peeled one off, and I'm trailing aggressively on this because I don't trust it for a long shot. Second one peeling off at 646 if it goes that high, but I'm trailing all the way up so I can maximize the strength. And now peeled off the seconds. Third is at 640, 641 and trailing aggressively. Damn, that's like a $1,200 trade because these were 3 minis on Apex. All right. Yay. 246. Holy crap, this keeps going on this run. I think it might go all the way up to my. Oh no, I think it got me out. 1,400. Damn, that was really good. Yeah, I just got tagged out aggressively on the trail. All right, that was awesome. Boom shakalaka boom to the upside. Yeah, I was just seeing all these sellers hit, and then I was looking for a fatigue if it popped up above them. And as soon as it went above that 605 lot, and I saw a buyer for 114, I didn't even mention the buyer because I was locked in, you know, but I circled it on my stream. And then I was like, I'm in. And then it just went zoop right up. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah. Well, that was nice. That re-upped what I withdrew from Apex. It's yeah. It was just like what money I got paid out. What are you talking about? Yeah, we got value area low at 683, which we haven't. I mean, I guess it's technically coming down as we trade down in here. So, um, But there's another volume imbalance on the push down from 690. We'll see. We will see. I'm basically done on that account. I'm just trying to punt a micro or two on Top Step. Thank you, Whisper. That's funny. Nice. That's too bad. Sorry to hear that, but yeah. There's a lot of sellers entering here with no follow through. You might punish some of these guys. 57, 63, 77, 63. There's a bunch of, yeah. You're starting to fatigue on them at 635 if it goes up above that. Yep. Another fatigue candidate at 83 at 647. So we just went above all those sellers. So this is like a slingshot. It's pushing up here. Interesting. There's another 100 lot seller at 657 that peeled off up there when we popped up. Yep, it looks like it's fatiguing on the sellers more than anything right now. Ooh, another 200 lot seller just entered at 658. Oh, wait, we got news, right? You said something. It jittered in their favor, so I was like, wait, it just hit a 400 lot seller with that, like amongst the 200. Another 100 lot seller at 650. There's a lot of sellers setting up shop here. Maybe they're expecting the news to jitter down. Yeah. For sure. I'm just wondering why they would set up before news like that. It's weird. They might be selling their longs. Who knows? For sure. Two minutes away, yeah. Just swept down on like 1,000. And now the sellers look to be in control from this perspective of all those guys. But it changes, things change quick. And less than a minute. See where she goes. It's telegraphing downside, but telegraphs can be deceiving. And 30 seconds. Oh, it's breaking prematurely. Reminder that there was like a 300 lot around here somewhere. Where was that? Just hit 191 in sell side at 600. And some 100 lots on the way down of buyers. Looks like the large volume is starting to pick up a little bit for the new year. Oops. This seems like one of those like negative delta trend days. It's like now negative 3K, but it's, it's just rewarding the sellers. So whatever buying the dip is getting punished. But we'll see. That would be a feasible idea. You do have that seller that got rewarded there, so bearishly retesting that guy to see how it reacts. There's no resting orders, none either. Oof. Top step. Other than the top step platform kind of glitching out in the last, month and month or so and some change. Like they're pretty decent, and although hearing the Dave's episode where they had a problem and they didn't honor their end of it, it was concerning because they normally do. Yeah, they're quick. Like and in Apex's New Year email like test when I requested payout, they were approved within a day. So they did put their money where their mouth is too. So they're doing something on the back end that's quicker. You just had uh, they sometimes take a while to when you request from vibe on that was it takes a while, like it's sporadic, if you will. But this year so far they're like instantaneous. Like one day later, I was like, wait, what? But Top Step is was pretty fast about approving and putting it in your account. Like they're quick. They just like approve and then it's there like in like within a day or two. We had a 200 lot seller enter at 630 as we pushed up. So this is like a retest of that guy. If you're going to reverse, it would be off of that guy. Boom. Yes, sir. That was a little quick slingshot at 630. If I wasn't done trading, I would have taken that. Bam. That was a nice push up into 500 buyers forcibly buying, and 142 seller just entered at 676, and it has no signs of stopping off that guy providing fuel to the upside. Maybe, but there is a gravestone on the last 1,000 ticks. You got a 500 lot spoofer that's telegraphing something up above. up at, what is that? 762. I see 500. Or is that executed? No, that's not executed. That's a resting order. So they're entering and leaving as it goes up. The 80s are generally some sort of psychological level. Do 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 do. The seller exhaustion continues, it looks like. Coming above that 144 seller at 676, it swept down into 310 in sellers, and now we're coming up on all of that. Just had a 80 lot, 280 lot sellers at 678 that just entered. One at 677. So if it jitters above those guys, you should see the punishment continue. But another 76 lot seller at 675. It's not rewarding him yet, but now it is. Okay, jittering above these guys. Looking good for the longs. to the upside continues. Boom. That was a nice little telegraphed slingshot for you there. Damn. Yeah, might be good too. I'm gonna head out now too, because it's that time. I'm kind of sleep deprived too, so yeah.